So check it out. Around this time of year I always get feeling a little nostalgic, and it's usually when I might pull out a Marx wind-up, or this one in particular. It was a 198 that I bought at a show in Williamsport and a couple years ago, and just never got around to fixing it. I put a piece of JB Weld steel stick here to repair the broken piece out of the cab roof, and I sanded it down, painted it flat black, and then I covered the whole thing with armor on. It actually looks pretty nice. Gave it a little lubrication. Get nostalgic because I think about the Christmases in the past that my mom, the special things that she got me, a couple Marx wind-up sets. I had the ones with the 400s in them. This one also has, I've noticed as I looked up in there, there's a sparker wheel, but the little arm that holds the flint is missing, and I haven't quite gotten brave enough to take it out because someone has glued it in, and I know how fragile these 198 shells can be. And this one, other than that chip in the back, the rest of it's in pretty nice shape, and I wanted to keep it that way. So we thought we'd take it for a spin. Of course, it runs like a scalded dog. So we've got a couple of, actually all three of these are for wind-ups. They have the retractable couplers and the plastic wheels. So we'll take it for a spin. Here we go. And it doesn't even need a push, man. This thing runs great. And here it comes around ludicrous speed. There's one lap. See if we can get how many laps we can get out of it. I'll pick the camera up. Here comes number 2. And it's still running great. Hasn't slowed down a bit. And number 3. And hopefully it'll stop somewhere close so I can grab it. And 4, still running strong. Let's see if we can get, hopefully, back to home base here. I'll set the camera down so I can grab it if I need to. And it stopped back there, so I'm not going to be able to take it for another spin. But anyway, that's one that I wanted to show you that I've been working on. And here's another one. I'm not sure who sent this to me. A friend did, but I believe that this is the actual color of this. Was there was an Army set that went with this 400. And it's funny because I can remember getting these as a kid. The ones I had, though, always had the one-way motors in them and those goofy faux trucks there with 4 wheels. But as I think about it now, they're actually really special memories because it took quite a bit for my mom to work to put a Christmas on Christmas Day to have a train underneath the tree for me. So, as I said, I get feeling a little nostalgic, and these little Marx ones are the ones I like to get out and run. But this one had a broken front pilot, or cow catcher, whatever you want to call it. So again, I used actually some milliput putty so that I could put those little indentations in it. And then I just decided to paint it flat black. And so I think I got it looking pretty nice. I was actually going to take it for a spin, but now my train's in the way. Maybe I can gently push it around here. Let me put it this way and see if I can push the train backwards. Here we go. I actually decided to put a 2-way motor, one with a reverse unit and a headlight in it. So sorry, Mom, I didn't get too nostalgic. And we'll see if we can push our train around here. Here we go. There's some little teamwork, and I'll pull that out of there and let that finish running, and there we go. What I wanted to do is actually take this for a spin, so I was going to put more cars around it. Hook a little bit longer train to it. And so if you just give me a second, we'll turn it back around. And we'll... doesn't want to couple up for me. There we go. And let's, just for fun, we'll throw a couple more cars on it. I've always got a bunch of these little red cars. I really like these little 6-inch cars anyway. So let's see if I can pull it up a little bit. I'm not sure exactly which friend sent that shell to me, but I dug out a 2-way motor for it. Like I said, the ones I had growing up were just the 1-way motor ones with the plastic cars with those kind of goofy 4-wheel plastic faux trucks on them. But even then, they're really special memories to me now because I know what it took for Mom to have to work and just so she could have a crane set for me under the tree. So I'll have to see now. I know that Marx made 4-wheel plastic army cars to go with this. They're always a little bit harder to come by, so I may just paint or get out some of mine that I painted myself and run with them. But for now I thought I'd run this little set with it. You see I got the motor cleaned up and it runs really good. I know these are a little bit harder to find, the Army versions of them, so I think it was worth trying to restore a little bit. Keep as much of the original mold color that I could. Alright, and there's one more that I wanted to show you that I'd done and worked on. It's another one I bought from the Williamsport show a couple years ago and just got around to looking at it now. And that's a 1666. And this one had a broken rear step. So what I did was I made a mold, and I just found a shell that I had that was in pretty bad shape, and I cut the rear step off it and then pressed it into some molding clay and then poured some resin, and I made a bunch of these. It seems like every time I make something else now, I'll make some of these too with the excess. I hate to waste the excess resin, so I always have an extra couple molds for either E7 steps or rear steps for these. So, and then I just painted a little flat black on there, and I'm not sure what I'll do with this one. I could use it for a custom paint because it does have a broken step there, so. But otherwise it looks pretty good, and it runs good, it smokes great, so who knows, maybe I'll just leave it as I've got it here. Let's see, we can hook it up. I guess we can. I'm not sure if it'll, yeah, that'll hook to that. Wasn't sure if there was enough room there or not. I know usually the slope back tenders that came with these had a little bit longer coupler. Oh no, I derailed it pushing it back. There we go. There, now we can take it for a spin. You see that the smoke is just pouring out of it. And we'll bring it around. Need to get the headlight working in it, but that's an easy fix. But I just wanted to show the repair that it can be repaired fairly easy, and it's easy to make a mold. If you have a bad shell, you can just cut a rear step off it and use it to some molding clay that you can buy from Hobby Lobby, and you can buy the resin there too. I think it's made by Alumilite. Here, let's stop and we'll put a few drops of smoke fluid in it. See how well it does. Put in my favorite cinnamon roll here. 2, 3, we'll put in 4 drops. That should do it. I only made a little extra drop there, but it's alright. That'll dry. And I see the reverse unit works great. There we go. This one has a really good smoke unit. And like I said, we'll get the headlight working. That's no big deal. Probably just a wire may have come unsoldered. And then we'll decide whether I want to keep it original or maybe use it as a custom. I have some really nice ones, so it's not like there's a shortage of them. Alright, so it's running good, smoking good. So thanks again for watching. God bless. Happy New Year, and never forget, Jesus is Lord.